Hi, good morning, Anurag.
Good morning, Ankita. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good to know that. And Anurag, since we're meeting for the first time, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Anurag. I am an engineer turned graphic designer.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
I hail from Nagpur,
Okay.
and my hobbies are playing the piano and tennis.
And tennis. So you
Yeah,
play lawn tennis or table tennis?
no, lawn tennis.
Lawn tennis. Oh, that's great. So we have something in common to share. Even I play lawn tennis.
Oh
That's
wow, that's amazing.
okay. So, yes, how come from an engineer to a graphic designer?
Yeah, well, I was not satisfied with my job as an engineer, and I was feeling like I got stuck, and so I wanted to try something different career path. And I always had interest in designing stuff, in drawing and doodling and lettering, uh, uh, making designs. So I thought I should give it a try, and yeah, and I went about it.
Okay. And that's how you ended up there.
Yes, yes,
Okay. So did you go through a professional course or something for graphic designing?
yes. I did a diploma in that.
Okay, you did a diploma. Fine.
Yeah.
That's great. And then, since how long you are working as a graphic designer?
It's been 4 to 5 years now.
Okay, great, great. So now you are happy with the job.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I can say that. Yeah.
Okay, great, great. So that is what you need, right? In the end of the day, you need to be happy with what you're doing.
Yes, yes. Happiness is very important.
Great. So
That's true.
Anurag, yeah, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ankita. I'm from Mumbai, and
Okay.
I'm a part-time tutor with Clapingo. Professionally, I'm a soft skill trainer and an image consultant.
All right.
Okay, so let's start the session. Have you gone through the session notes?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I did
You
go
did.
through.
Yes, right. So it is about unexpected situations. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll give you a situation and then you have to just be in the situation and answer the questions.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So imagine being a bank manager faced with a difficult situation on the spot. Okay. Suppose you are the branch manager of a bank and like another day you are in your office, but suddenly some robbers enter the bank with the guns. They ask all of you to raise your hands and ask you to hand over the keys of the locker. What will you do and how will you help the bank with not getting it robbed? And how will you handle your scared, fellow colleagues?
Yeah, this would be quite a disastrous situation, I guess. I would piss my pants off first of all. I'm just kidding. uh,
Okay.
uh, uh, First of all, I will make sure that I don't get panicked.
Mhm.
I will remain as calm as I could, and I'll try to cooperate with them because they are having guns with them, so they could it could be uh, dangerous for me if I don't listen to their demands and
Okay.
also to my staff. And I've seen in the television that there is some panic on the emergency button they have in the bank below their desk. So if that actually exists, so I will first try to, as soon as I get a chance, I'll try to press that button so that
Okay.
yeah, so that SOS is raised and police could cops could come over there. Um, and so I'll try to stall the robbery as long
Mhm.
as I can by keeping the robbers engaged in conversation. I will try to slow down their robbing till the cops arrive.
Mhm.
Uh, and yeah, and I would pray that the cops arrive and nab those criminals.
Right. Right. And how would you deal with your fellow colleagues who are already panicking?
I'll tell them to not panic and try to cooperate, try to stay calm and do what the robbers say. Um, yeah, that's I think that would. That's the most I could think that I would be able to do.
Okay. So what negotiations or conversations will you build up with the robbers till the time to kill the time?
Yeah, I will. No, I will ask about them. Like, I will tell them that the vault. It takes time to open the vault. There are several key combinations that we have to go through, and I will tell them that my employees are getting worried. Uh, can I? Would it be possible for me to? Um, what is that word? To empty the customers of the bank so that the
Vacate,
situation doesn't get
vacate the customer.
vacate to vacate the customers of the bank so that they are safe. I will try to uh, make such conversations with them, and yeah, I guess yeah,
Okay. So if they ask you to hand over 15 crores and they will leave everyone unharmed, what will you do
yeah.
in that situation?
And looking at the uh, severity of the situation, they are having multiple weapons, and they really seem threatening and very serious about
Hmm,
their demands. I'll, I guess I'll have to comply with them by giving them the money that they are
the money.
asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, suppose they take the 15 crores anyhow and
Hmm.
leave. What steps
Hmm.
would you take after their departure?
Well, I'll first of all, if the cops don't show up, that then I'll call the cops as soon as I can, and I'll describe uh, how they looked, what were they wearing, and their um, how many people were there. I will describe everything to the cops, and uh, I'll also show them the which way they went after
Okay.
leaving the bank. What vehicle were they in? What was if possible, if I am able to take the know the number plate of the vehicle, I will do that and tell the cops.
Okay. You will tell the courts. You will give the details of the thieves, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, what security measures would you take for your bank to prevent such incidents in future?
Uh, I think there should be armed guard present 24 all the time whenever the bank is open outside the premises of the bank, and he should be alert all the time and look what kind of people are entering the bank, what are they carrying. This
Yeah.
is one step I will take, and another one is that the emergency button, if that's a real thing, I would make sure that it is there and it works. And I also will make sure that I have all the uh, uh, devices covered with the CCTV cameras, the surveillance, and I'll make sure that all the employees have their own secured cabins so that people can't the robbers or any the evil people don't enter their uh, uh, premises and try to harm them.
Right. Right. Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, would you consider leaving the job after such an incident?
Well, it depends. No, I don't think so. I would leave my job if that's a good paying job, and since I'm a manager, so I don't think I would quit my job just because this one-off scenario that happened.
Okay. Okay. So, have you read about such incidents in past, or witnessed anything like this?
Yeah,
What?
I have. Uh,
That's
Once
nice.
I have read it in newspaper, and that the incident was of India itself.
Okay.
So, and yeah, it was a live, and actually it just happened recently. I mean, 5 to 6 months back, it happened somewhere in Maharashtra itself. I think
Okay.
Aurangabad it was, and someone even shot the video of it and put it on YouTube, if I'm not wrong. And it
Okay.
was a real live uh, uh,
Robbery.
encounter between the robbers and the policemen, and they did,
Well,
yeah, and they did
okay.
nab the robbers.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, what comes to your mind when you read such news?
well, shock, uh, and just a feeling of a disappointment that such crimes happen.
Okay. Yes. That's okay. Good answers from your side. All the answers very well answered, all of them. And I would say that you speak also very well. Like there was no grammatical mistake. However, but there was you were taking a lot of stops. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's my main problem. Every tutor says me this thing that I don't have that correct flow
flow.
of, yeah,
Sentences. Yeah. So what
yeah,
when you're actually stopping is when you are thinking about the next words, or you
yes,
want
yes,
to
yeah,
your thought structure is good enough,
yeah.
but it's coming in flow.
And my train of thought, it also gets uh, what can I say? It
Hampered.
gets hampered. Yeah. So
Yeah,
then I have to think it over again, and so that's some
exactly.
issue.
And then that time you're using the fillers. That's called So
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
so that
That
where
thing, yeah,
yeah that cuts the conversation when you're using the Okay.
yeah.
So that's
So how I should yeah, what should I
yeah.
do about it?
Yes. So the flow has to come naturally, right? So for
Yeah,
that, of course, there are a lot of practices. It doesn't happen in one day, correct? You're already
right.
on your Clapingo. This is your which session right now? I don't think
Ninth, I
seven.
guess.
Seven, yeah.
Seventh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. So this is a seventh session. Of course, after a few more sessions with a lot of practice, not only at Clappingo but at home as well, will help you to overcome this. Now, maybe you are not in
Mhm.
an environment where you're speaking with people around you in
Yes,
English.
yes, I don't have any friends that talk in English. It's
Exactly.
only in overclapping or where I get a chance to talk in English.
Exactly. So that's the point. You are not in that environment, and because of that, the flow breaks because you are not continuously talking, right? So the first thing is whenever you are thinking to yourself anything, because we talk with ourselves the most. So talk in English. That's the first thing you will do because that will really help you to build up your vocabulary. At the same time, the flow will keep increasing. Just the general things, what you think that after this I'm going to have my breakfast, I'm going to do this, and my day is going to go that. So whatever you're thinking, think in English.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I try to do that. Yes.
Yeah, that's the first thing you will do. The reading, then reading really helps. Now, reading a book doesn't only mean that you're reading for the purpose of it, that yeah, you have to finish the book, but the first two pages, read it loudly. Okay.
Mhm.
Make
Okay.
sure that when you're reading it, make sure when you're reading it, you're taking the pauses at the right time. When the full stop is there, take a longer pause. Comma is there, take a short pause. Okay.
Okay.
So the flow of sentences you understand while reading that, okay, I have to complete the sentence like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Reading really helps. At the same time, you can, of course, listening. Definitely, many tutors must have told you already that listening skills has to be increased. That
Hmm.
by watching good content, you can listen to TED talks. You can listen to podcasts if you are into podcasts. So just keep listening to podcasts. That really helps. Okay. So the flow will only increase by using certain words as well. Where you're using instead of that, you can use conjunctions where you're connecting two sentences.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're using besides, moreover, according to me. So you are
Yes.
using all those words instead of using. You know that you're stopping. So instead of that,
Yeah.
just use a word which is connecting two lines.
And what can I do if my thought process itself it gets cut down? I'm not able to think. Then obviously I will have to take a pause now.
Exactly. When you're taking a pause, rather than saying it's okay to have a pause. Pause
Right.
as in quiet. It's not for a longer duration, but you are speaking slow. First of all, when you speak slow, you are taking a pause as well, and plus you're thinking very fast. You're thinking
Hmm.
fast, coming in a flow then. So it is not mandatory to speak very fast. You can speak
Yeah.
slow with the right time pauses. That's why I told you reading really helps to you acquire your pauses. You have that, hold on
Mm-hmm.
to pause. So take the pauses
Mm-hmm.
at the right time. You can also, instead of pause, put conjunction words, as I told you.
Right.
So
Right.
find out the list of conjunction words. There are many of them. You can start
Yeah.
making sentences on it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that you know, okay, I'm using unless. So where am I using unless? Okay,
Mm.
and you at least make five sentences on it. Okay, now to add on one more thing that for to work on your thought process, give yourself topics to speak about. So today you maybe you watched the YouTube video, or you did your
Mm.
graphic, something you did it today. Okay, and
Mm.
you just that topic to yourself and then speak
Mm.
for it 2 to 3 minutes. As we do our extempores, the same way you just give yourself topic to speak about. Okay,
Okay.
you can do it in front of the mirror. You can also do it when you're reading. Just shut the whatever you're reading. After that, just give yourself that is the same topic.
To reflect upon what I
Yes,
just did. Okay.
exactly. And then what is happening continuously? You are churning. Your brain is churning about the same
Yeah.
topic,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
you're
Yes.
practicing, and then you are saying it. Everything is happening at the same time. The thought process
Yeah.
is also increasing, and it's a very
Yeah.
good habit. It's a very good habit to start giving yourself topics. So now, if suppose if you read about child labor, okay, now you start speaking about child labor.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So these are the the methods to achieve the flow.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just give
So
me
do you
one
have
second. Yeah.
yeah, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you have
Please go on. Yeah.
yes. So do you have anything else to ask?
No, not really. This
Okay,
was
and
my main concern of the flow and the fluency that I don't have.
okay, no, and the rest of the thing I would say, Anurag, you were
Yeah.
speaking quite well. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see any grammatical mistake as such to correct you. So it
All right.
was just the flow, and
Hmm.
I'm sure you will acquire the flow by just the practice. Okay, and of course you're
Yeah.
doing it at Clapingo itself, and you can also ask the tutor that give me a topic to speak about. So you just speak about that. Okay, if you don't want
Hmm.
to yourself, because question and answer will happen. That's fine, but you need to at the
Yeah.
same time.
To talk about something, I think it's also a creative kind of a process. No, it's not
Exactly,
easy for everyone. No, you should
exactly,
have a wide amount of knowledge, and
right.
so I think that it's not it doesn't come of people. I think so.
Right, right. It has to come naturally. Like, you have to build up the conversation. So here
Yeah.
at Clapingo, you're already learning the conversation building skills because generally you will not talk about bank robbery with somebody.
Yes.
Situation like this, right? So